Times leads with the headline, "Police have given up on punishing shoplifters." The paper says analysis of official figures shows that the majority of police forces didn't issue a single penalty for shoplifting over the year to March. The Home Secretary has reportedly said that the shameful neglect of shoplifting must end.
Hello there. Still very unsettled across the north and the west of the UK at times. More wet and windy weather to come here, but also some sunshine in the forecast and some late summer warmth too, especially for southern and eastern areas of England.
Good morning to you too. Today's weather is fairly mixed. At the moment we've got some heavy rain across the north and the west. It's also going to be a windy day, particularly so in the northwest and through the Irish Sea. But as you head down towards the southeast, it's going to feel quite warm with some hazy sunshine by the time we get to the afternoon, with temperatures 15 to 27, possibly 28. In fact, Ben and Sal, tomorrow could well be the warmest day of this week so far anyway.
Oh, fingers crossed. Look at those numbers.
Carol, thank you.
Could be a little bit higher.
Yeah, I like the sounds of that, Carol. Thank you. After the August that we've had, I really like the look of that map. Thanks very much.
Good morning. It's a bright start this morning and a very mild one already, and the temperature today is set to get just a little bit warmer. Sunshine, largely hazy. There is a little bit of cloud around, especially first thing this morning.
So now that the bank holiday weekend is over, the weather's getting really good. Carol can tell us. Morning.
That is not the forecast, by the way. Good morning, everybody. We've got some heavy rain around this morning, but not so in Nottinghamshire. Beautiful start to the day here. Thank you to our weather watcher, Helen, for sending it to us.
And prices in shops are falling for the first time in nearly 3 years. The British Retail Consortium says shop prices this month were 0.3% lower than a year before. It's thought that retailers have been cutting prices to try and shift their summer stock, especially for things like fashion and household goods.
Everybody had their coats on and their brollies up in those pictures.
They were wise.
They were wise. Will they need them today? Here's Carol. Morning, Carol.
Morning.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you. In a word, Sal, yes, some of us will. We've got some heavy rain at the moment across the north and the west, but it's not a particularly cold start to the day. If you're just stepping out, the temperature in Edinburgh at the moment is 18 degrees, 17 in Southampton, 16 in Manchester, and in Aberdeenshire, Aboyne is 13 degrees. This time yesterday in Aboyne, it was only 4 degrees, so that's a 9-degree hike. You'll notice that.
Let's talk to our rock and roll star, Carol. She's got the details. Carol, morning.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. It's been a pretty wet start to the day across the north and the west of the country. With some heavy rain at the moment across Plockton in the Highlands. But in stark contrast, as you come further south, it's dry, and here is where we'll see the lion's share of today's sunshine.
Let's say a proper hello and good morning to our Carol, who has the weather for us. Morning, Carol.
Morning.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Today's weather is fairly mixed. At the moment, we've got some heavy rain across the north and the west.
And today it's quite a mixed picture, really, with 3 different zones of weather across the UK. We've got some warm sunshine across eastern areas, temperature up to 26 degrees. A weather front here bringing some fairly heavy bursts of rain, but that front is going to be very slow moving, and the reason for that is down to the jet stream. You see, we've got a ridge of high pressure across eastern England, western Europe. That's stopping this weather front moving through, with little ripples in the front, bringing bursts of heavy rain.
Hello there, good afternoon. Well, it's been a fine day so far with some good spells of sunshine out there, some patchy cloud, as captured in this lovely picture sent in from one of our weather watchers. And for the rest of this afternoon too, it's a similar story. Warm, dry with sunshine, although high cloud may make the sunshine hazy in places.
Well, Anna, more than anyone else, I wish Dame Sarah Story the best of luck. I used to actually train with her over 2 decades ago in the pool back at Stockport Metro. Now, today, weather-wise, we've got a mix of weather around today. We've got some warm sunshine across eastern areas of England, but a slow-moving weather front is bringing some pulses of heavy rain across Wales, northern England, parts of Scotland too, with fresher air starting to edge into the far northwest of Scotland. Mind you, it has been quite wet earlier today in Crieff in Perth and Kinross.
So things have been pretty decent out there today. A good deal of dry weather, plenty of sunshine from the word go. And in that sunshine, it's actually felt fairly warm.
This for an oasis. Beautiful weather here. It's looking beautiful, actually. Tomorrow, it's not the case at the moment. We'll get the sunny spells, maybe a few showers come Wednesday.
Well, it was a lovely day today, wasn't it? We had some beautiful spells of sunshine out there. Now, this picture was sent in by one of our weather watchers. Hardly a cloud in the sky. And we've had some hazy sunshine elsewhere, but it's not been a bad day, has it?
Hello there. Tuesday brought us 3 different zones of weather across the UK, so it was quite a mixed weather picture. It was across parts of the East Midlands, central southern England, East Anglia and the South East that we had the best of the day's sunshine, and it was warm too. Temperatures reached the mid-20s in the warmest spots.
And bridging the gap between summer and autumn. Even the weather doesn't seem to know which direction it's going in at the moment, but I'll have a little more detail on what we can expect in the national forecast later in the programme. And meteorological autumn might be just around the corner, but summer, it seems, isn't quite ready to give up just yet.
And Ruth, after a bit of a wet bank holiday for some, things are warming up for many of us.
That is the hope, Gamal, yes. Maybe we should just not talk about the bank holiday weekend washout that it was for much of the UK. Let me issue a warm welcome to the banks of the Severn Estuary. I'm here on the Wales side. England is just behind me and the two are somewhat joined, if you like, by the Prince of Wales Bridge, formerly known as the Second Severn Crossing and just about to celebrate its 30th birthday a few years' time. Hard to believe that this actually has the highest tidal range, one of them actually in Europe, if not the world. Calm here at the moment, making it the perfect stop-off point, if you like, for migrating birds. Birds leaving the north, heading to the south in search of something a little bit warmer and brighter for winter. And birds in Scotland actually could be forgiven for, well, maybe making their plans to head off, because Scotland, I'm so sorry, you've really had it rough over the last few days, in fact weeks too. So much so that here you've had 250% of your August rainfall. That's 2.5 times the amount that you should have done. And by the end of play today we could have up to 60 millimetres. That's quite a significant amount of rain and does mean that localised flooding, surface spray on the roads could still be an issue. As far as the next few days are concerned, well, yes, not particularly settled, but temperatures starting to rise just a little bit. Highs of 18 in Scotland, Ireland, but here in Cardiff, well, Cardiff down the road, 22, London peaking at 28. But it is going to be a one-day offering only. Let's take a look in a little more detail. Well, it's starting to rain here in Wales. It's been raining across Scotland for much of the day, courtesy of a cold front, which, as we run the sequence through, will tend to fizzle out as we head through tomorrow. Well, meteorological autumn technically begins on Sunday. The weather, summer, a few days left, and, well, the scrambled seasons, I think it's safe to say, Gamal.
Ruth, thank you.